motherfucker. What's up, man? Let me take you for a little spin, man. Show you what it feel like.
I gotta go make these drop-offs.
Man, you think you're the only one out here working, B? Gotta make drop-offs too, B. Come on, man, get in, man. I ain't taking no for an answer, man.
All right, man. Welcome to the 290 Mo podcast, man. This is the first recording artist that I'm having on the 290 Mo podcast. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself for my viewers and listeners?
Well, anyway, I'm EJ Smooth. I'm a hip hop artist. I've been rapping for 4 years now. And, you know, my biggest hit is my newest song, Better Days. And ever since then, I've been, you know, hustling, you know, trying to hit that fame.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay. And being 18, tell me a little bit about your hometown in Virginia.
Anyway, it's a small town called Halifax, and it's in Virginia. And technically, everything is like in one spot, like all the stores, like the police station, restaurants. It's like all in one little pushed together town.
Okay, and is Virginia considered the South? I'm in Chicago and just doing a little research and listening to some of your music. Is this considered the South?
Yeah.
Okay. So, listening, I was listening to your song "Southern Outlaw." Can you explain to me a little bit about what was the meaning behind that, and what's the meaning behind a Southern Outlaw? Is that your thing, or is it something that you adopted?
It's my thing. Anyway, I know like it was actually the girl that's in it is my sister. And like I'm country and but I'm a little bit of everything, but I'm more of like hip hop. And I wanted to do
my bad, you've been in Virginia your whole life?
Yeah.
I didn't know, man. You sound country as hell, so like for real. I know.
Thanks.
I thought Virginia. When I think of Virginia, I get like New York, East Coast, Northeast vibes. I might be all wrong. I ain't looked at it up in a long time. So, my bad. You can go ahead and finish what you were saying, man.
And anyway, I wanted to like show people like my country style and my country living and how I live. So me and my sister wrote a song, and actually my mom wrote the hook, and all the rest of it I wrote. And I just wanted to show people how I was living and stuff.
Right. Okay, so you said your mom wrote the hook. Is your mom also a recording artist, or was it something she just did for you?
She just did it for me.
Was it something that you asked her to do? Like, did you know it was something that she was able to do, or was you in the lab and she heard it like, damn, let me try, or you was like, Mom, I need you to walk the bop, or was it?
Yeah, she actually heard the beat that I got, and she said, let me write a chorus and a hook for you. I was like, all right. So she wrote the hook for me, and I done all the verses, and I wrote my sister's verses. Yeah.
So you also just doing a little research. You've been rapping for 4 years. What exactly, or who exactly, made you start rapping?
Well, I know there's this artist, Dax, and I don't know if you know him, but I've been listening to him ever since like he dropped his first song, and I know ever since I seen him, I wanted to be a hip hop artist, and I know. One day I was just writing down songs, but never wrote them. So one day I was in 8th grade and I was sitting at the lunch table, and all these group of boys was at the table and they was taking turns freestyling. Then they said, it's my turn. So I freestyled for them that I thought they thought I freestyled it, but I actually wrote it down and I used my song that I wrote and freestyled it to them. But anyway, and they said it's good. I should start putting out my music and everything and take it farther. And everybody loved it. And ever since I hit high school, mostly everybody knows me in school.
Okay. So before we get into a little bit more about you, tell me a little bit about the situation about somebody taking your music down and you getting in trouble into a fight about it.
Anyway, it was I made a diss track on Logan Paul.
Okay.
And I honestly did it just for the fun of it.
I'm bad. What is it? Is the beat a beat we might know, or is it just a beat you had you just went on?
It was actually a beat someone actually used before, and I told them, "Can I use it?" And they said, "Yeah." So I used the beat, and but anyway, and we went to school, and this boy, I had gym class, and I was going to gym, and I was walking downstairs, and this boy started coming up. He said, "You think you're big and bad since you taking gym and stuff?" And I was like, "No," I said, "I don't think that at all." I said, "I just go on with my day and do what I do." I said, "I don't act like I'm big and bad."
Right.
And anyway, and he pushed me, and then he tried to swing at me, but I missed the punch, and I got him in a headlock, and everybody went upstairs because they heard him howling and stuff. And then some reason they got caught up on camera and stuff, and the principals called me and they said, "Yo," they said, "we need you to come to the office tomorrow morning." And so I went to the office, and they said, "This boy that we saw you fought, he came to us and said you was threatening his life." I said, "Threatening his life?" He said, "Yeah." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He said, "The song you made." He said, "It's called You Should Have Known." I said, "No." I said, "I didn't threaten his life in there one bit." He said, "Well, can we listen to the song?" They listened to the song and the official music video. And they said, "We can't, they said, we need you to take that down because what you said in it." And all I said in it was, because he had going around that he whooped my ass. So I went and told him on the song, I said, "You should have known I was coming. Stop going around saying that you whooped my ass, but it was actually me that whooped your ass." Okay. So anyway, and they made me take down a video, and they said, because I was threatening his life, I don't know how that's threatening someone's life, but so they made me took it down, and I got suspended for a week from school.
So after that situation, does that change your creative process when you go to record now? Are you done with school now?
Yeah, actually this is my last year.
Okay. So with this being your last year, does that affect your music? Do you consider what you say in your music? Because just listening to a few of your songs, I also want to ask you, with your mother being on one of your songs, how does your family feel about your lyrics and the things that you rap about?
They actually like them. I know every time when I show them, my mom really ain't a fan of like hip hop genre. She's mainly like country, but she pushes me and everything. And my girlfriend, she pushes me on my music. But my dad, he's a little bit of everything, just like I am. And every time he listens to my music, he loves it. There's one he didn't like, and I forgot which one that was. I might have to ask him again, but there was one that he didn't like.
Okay, so with that being said, will your upcoming album, will that be well, let me slow down. So with you being in the country and in Virginia, how is your recording process? Is it in a studio or is it in a home studio? Like I got a home studio here, but it's plenty of studios in Chicago, but it's just I like to be in the comfort of my own home. So tell me a little bit about your creative process as far as recording, and a little bit about I see you got a couple visuals, so tell me a little bit about your cameraman, or do you freelance cameramans as you go for different videos?
Yeah, but I honestly I do it in my own home. Like right now, I got my studio mic behind me, but I do it because, like you said, I like to feel.
Tell me a little bit about your setup.
Yeah, honestly, I got the sound amplifier down on the bottom desk, and I got the studio mic on a desk with cords all tangled up and stuff.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm having that shit. You can see let me scoot over a little bit, but yeah, that's what I said. I'm just asking. You use the interface?
Yeah.
What kind?
Honestly, my mom just bought it for me. I honestly don't keep up with all that.
No, I'm just saying. I just let me if you get the name, you know what I'm saying? Because I actually got one. I've been trying to sell it. I've been trying to get rid of it, but it ain't been going nowhere. And like I said, we on this podcast, I try to help, you know what I'm saying, people that I see networking and grind, you know what I'm saying, who really, you know what I'm saying, because most of the people that I interview that I don't know personally, I meet them, I see them on Facebook, you know, in the groups, I watch them, you know what I'm saying, I see who working on their own craft, and I clicked on your page a few times before we actually met. So like I said,
Right.
if it's not better than this Audio Box 96, Joe, I just upgraded to this, so I'll send this to you, man. I ain't even, you know what I'm saying. So, let me know what you give me the exact specs when you get a chance, man, and I'll get it to you.
All right, I will. I'll get back with you with that.
All right, but yeah. So like I said, just talking about your creative process as far as recording music and videos. Just tell me about that.
The videos, I know the longest one that ever took was This Hoe, because it was like all the editing and, you know, being an independent hip hop artist, it's like, you know, you got to get into it and learn a few things. So it took me a while to learn how to do the effects and like all the video changes and all that. So it took a long time for the video. And I know back like probably like 2 years, I made 2 videos like Southern Outlaw and
so you
Back
did,
Down.
That's dope. That's what I said, cause me, I don't have no background in none of this shit, man. Like for real, the most background I got in any of this is surfing the internet. So so for you, I understand, you know what I'm saying, for you to learn to teach yourself all that, you know what I'm saying, it's not easy. And that, like I said, it's dope as fuck that you put that much work into your own craft, you know what I'm saying? Because along the way of rapping, you learning other shit, you know what I'm saying? Like how to make videos, how to take photography, lighting, and all that goof ass shit. So before we move on, let me ask you this. With you being in a small town and with the media age and the pandemic age going on, are you looking for a major push, or are you looking to maximize your brand independently?
I'm looking for a major, but if I don't make it major, you know, technically I just want to like, if I don't make a major, I just want to do it independently. Like, you know, I don't know if you know Upchurch, but I know he's independent. Like, if I know, because I have a goal, like if I don't make it major, I want to be like Upchurch. And if I hit, if I be big like Upchurch, you know, at least I know I hit my goal.
Right. Okay. I can honor that. So, I know we talked a little bit about Dex earlier. I'm not familiar with him. That's somebody I might check out after the show. Because we spoke on him. I never heard of him. But other than Dex, can you tell us about any of your favorite hip hop artists or any other hip hop artist that has been an inspiration to you, or anybody that you might say you take bits and pieces from, or anything like that?
I know since Dax being my favorite hip hop artist, I think it's like 3 of my songs I put like a little verse here and there of his, and I let him know about it. And I was like, yo, and because Dax, he's an independent artist, and if you text him, he's like one of the only artists that will actually text you back since he's, you know, famous. So I texted him, I said, do you mind if I use this verse? He said, yeah, I don't mind. And I put that little verse in my song. And sometimes I do cover songs of his, and I post it on my other channel that I just started.
Okay. So let me ask you this. With you being a hip hop artist and being white and being from the South, do you listen to any other white hip hop artists, and do you have a favorite white hip hop artist?
Eminem is one of my second favorite white hip hop artists.
Yeah, he dope. He got bars. He used to be my favorite too.
Yeah.
Okay. And with that being said, how do you feel about white rappers using the N-word? And have you ever used the N-word in any of your music?
No, I really kind of respect that and stuff. I know some of my friends at school, they don't care if I say it, but I still don't say it because I try to respect that. So, honestly, I think, honestly, my true opinion on Eminem, I think since he, he got bars and, I honestly give him like probably the only white person for him to use the N word. I think that's the only person that will be allowed to use the N word.
Well, I'm gonna let you know now. You know what I'm saying? Man, I know you in a small town and all like that, so I'm gonna let you know now for when you start touring and shit, and fuck what your friends talking about.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what Eminem been doing, Joe. You can't never say the N word, my guy. For real, that shit. I
Yeah.
mean, I probably different where you at, but around everywhere else where
Yeah.
hip hop artists be, it's just not a, you know what I'm saying, just be you, you know what I'm saying. That's just my advice with the whole situation, man. Like you said, you already, you know what I'm saying, you don't use it, you know what I'm saying, even though, you know what I'm saying, your friends cool with it, you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Be yourself, you know what I'm saying. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah, that's why I still don't say it, because I try to still do the respectful thing.
So, okay, let's talk a little bit about current events real quick. So, with you being in the South, and you finishing up with school, you're getting ready to step into, you know what I'm saying, like the people call it the real world. Just what's your overall view on like the climate with like Donald Trump leaving and Biden coming in and the Black Lives Matter and all that? How you feel about that?
Honestly, I think there's always going to be a problem, like with like the presidents coming in and stuff. Like either way, like the government's going to pick like who they want and everything. So honestly, I think it's always going to be a problem with the presidents, like no matter who gets in or who tries to step in. And also the Black Lives Matter thing. I on some things I believe in, and some things I don't. Like so far, most of the things I saw I believed in. I think it was like one thing about. I think it was one thing I saw I didn't believe in that my sister showed me a few months ago.
Yeah. The problem with it, you know what I'm saying, and it wasn't a trick question, man. I ain't trying to jam you up with none of these questions, man. It's just, you know what I'm saying, it's like with the Black Lives Matter thing, for instance, is they don't have a agenda, you know what I'm saying. It's like propaganda, man. So like I said, it wasn't no trick questions. It's just, you know what I'm saying, I just wanted to get your opinion on it, with you being in a different part of the nation. That's all. So we can get right back to the music, man. So getting back to the music, who would you say your music is for? Who do you make music for? When you go in the booth and you or when you put the pen to the pad, who are you thinking about? Who is your music for? Who do you want listening to your music?
I honestly make, like when I write music, I think about, like when I write it, put where other people's lives in it, like because like better days can go for everyone, and so that's why I wrote a song and called it Better Days, because that song can vouch for anybody.
Right.
Like I kind of do my songs for everyone, like because they can always sometimes they can relate to it, sometimes they can't. So I try to do songs for everyone.
Okay. So with that being said, what is your vision for EJ Smooth? Like, what is said and done? What what would you be like? I accomplished my goal.
Honestly, when I hit uh million subs and get like Upchurch and Tom McDonald and stuff.
Okay. Still talking about you, man. Tell me a little bit about the name. What is EJ Smooth? Is it Smooth? Is it your last name? Is it something the ladies gave you? Tell me about that. How did you get that?
Anyway, I know before I wanted to do music and everything, my real name is Elvis Walker, but I'm a junior because my dad is Elvis Walker Sr. And so EJ stands for my nickname that everyone in my family calls me. So I put EJ, and I told me and my dad sat at the table for a couple minutes, and we start writing down names and putting EJ in front of it, then behind it. And we went through, scanned all through the ones we wrote down, and I liked EJ Smooth, so I started doing that. and that's the name we did.
Okay. So, and I think that's pretty dope, man. As far as like you keep telling me that your parents are involved in this, and I think that's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Just for me being from Chicago and
Yeah.
just I guess you know what I'm saying, stereotypically thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? You would think that it would have been an issue. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's dope that your parents are involved like that. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, and
Right.
talking about your family, if your vision don't come to fruition and rap ain't it, what other plans do you have, other plans and aspirations, or even if rap does, you know what I'm saying, get your vision does come to fruition like you wanted to, is there any other plans or aspirations that you want to take on other than hip hop?
Yeah. Honestly, if I didn't made it into hip hop and stuff, if I didn't make it, I always wanted to be a mechanic or a firefighter, and I was gonna go to college after I'm done with school for a mechanic or a firefighter. So that's one thing I probably would do, like for the rest of my life, if hip hop ain't for me or anything.
Yeah, and I'm guessing, you know what I'm saying, even if hip hop did work, you still gonna fuck with the cars, cause you know, I fuck with, you know, cars is dope. So uh like I said, and like I told you
Yeah.
before we did the interview, you know what I'm saying, I did my research on you, I listened to your music, and with that being said, let me ask you this. If you was getting chased by the cops, would you run or surrender?
Uh, Honestly, if I knew I did wrong, I'll surrender. But if I'm and with my friend in the car or something, he done something wrong, and I'm in the car, I'm gonna take off because I know I didn't do nothing wrong.
Okay. So so with that being said, have you ever gotten into any trouble besides the fight you told me about?
Nah, that's really about the only trouble I've ever been in.
And how was your parents' response to that? Well, to the suspension and all that.
Honestly, my mom, she kind of, took it, rough inside the office when she was talking to the principals, because she even started crying too, because she got so mad. Because my mom's type of person, like if she gets really mad, she'll start to cry. And anyway, and she told the principal, she said, "Why are you taking my son's thing down?" He said, "Even though it's not threatening no more." And she said, "Because," and this was happening outside of school. She said, "Not inside of school." She said, "I understand if it was inside of school, but it's not." And she just went off on the principal, and she said two more principals came and tried to calm her down and stuff, and she just walked on out of the office. And then my dad stayed in there and said, "Well, still take it down and stuff." And anyway, I took it down, went back, and I waited a few weeks, and I uploaded only the audio version, not the official music video. So I just uploaded the audio version. I was like, because they can't just take my music off like that. So I just kept the audio version up and uploaded it back.
Right. That's what I say. I don't think they like what it sound like they did. They really can't do none of that shit, really, to be honest with you. Especially if you didn't like so and so it with him, you know what I'm saying, Walter Bop. But with that being said, just talking about the things that your music, how's the teachers starting to affect you now that they know you're a rapper? Now that they know that you're a rapper, I'm sure they got access to your YouTube page and all that. Has the treatment from the teachers and the staff changed since they found out that you're a hip hop artist?
Yeah, I know. Honestly, like every time, like when I go inside teachers, they'll either be like, "Yo, you gonna spit some bars?" And I was like, "No, not right now." And I just, they just play around, because since they know I rap and stuff. So then I know some they'll just start playing my music. I know actually two of them played my music the whole entire time during class. And I know one time it was in a cafeteria, and they have a TV in the cafeteria, and one of the principals played my song on the cafeteria TV. And other than that, mostly all the teachers like my music.
Okay. So before we wrap it up, man, just one last thing. What's not one last thing, but what's your views on firearms? I listen to your music. It seems like you have a little knowledge about them. What's your views on them? Is that something that you guys are? I think you're. I think you. I don't know what's the age for y'all to carry up there, but what's your views on firearms? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Uh, Honestly, I keep one every time, and I know my dad, he'll keep one in like the vehicle, like every time when we go somewhere, because you know nowadays you can't trust no one, and honestly, I know we went through a neighborhood one time, and my dad, he got hollered at, and he stopped the truck, and because I know that neighborhood, I forgot the name of it, but that neighborhood, it has a lot of shootings, like because I know a bunch of people drive by there. It's like every year at least 2 or 3 hens you can hear on the news saying someone got shot, or it was a drive-by and someone shot the dude in the car. So honestly, my dad always keeps a gun everywhere he goes, and I do too if he forgets. So I always try to keep one.
Okay. And with y'all being in the country, is it like in the southern states where you guys do your shoot your firearms in the backyard, or you guys go to the range, or what? How's that? Do you got a favorite gun, favorite caliber?
Honestly, I like a 22, and we shoot our guns in the backyard, you know, at cans or beer glass bottles or anything like that.
Okay. All right, man. Before I get you up out of here, man, tell me about when can we expect your next upcoming project? Will it be a studio album, and will there be any features on it?
Yeah. I know there will be one feature on it. Marky, he's gonna be on it. I done 1 or 2 songs with him. I actually got one I haven't uploaded yet. I'm might release it later on this month or next month with him on it. And but other than that, yeah, that's about it.
Okay, okay. Um, okay. I see you, Icy man. Is that something that you got along with rap, or is that something that you is just your personality? And that's all. Matter of fact, it's the EJ piece.
My
You know what I'm saying?
personality.
Okay, okay. Is that something that you saved up for? Is you are you working, or are you hustling? Like how do you fund your dreams? There was something that I know your parents are really involved. How do you fund? You know what I'm saying? Because we got to start somewhere. So how was all this funded?
Yeah. I know my uncle. He's a mechanic, and I help him every now and then that if I can, and help him work on vehicles, and he'll pay me like $300 to $400 each car I help him with, and uh, but other than that, the chains and stuff, and I honestly was just my personality that I got to, and that I like. I know some people they'll my friend Eric, he always thought that I wanted it because to make people act like I got money and stuff. I was like, no, I said, that's not my thing. I said, I just got it. I said, because I love diamonds. I love how they shine and shimmer. So that's the only reason why I honestly got in my personality with that.
Okay, okay. All right, man. Before I get you up out of here, man, give me 3 things I should never do while visiting Hellfest, Virginia. Give me 3 things I should never do, like to make sure I don't get in trouble, make sure I don't run to the wrong people. 3 things that I should never do when in your hometown.
I know never drive by I think I forgot the apartment's name, but it's an apartment down the road from me, probably a couple miles. And you go by there, you definitely gonna hear some gunshots or something. And also weed. Never smoke weed in Virginia because it's illegal down here. But other than that, I really don't got much more with that.
What's your views on weed?
Honestly, I don't see a problem with it, like because you know it's naturally grown stuff. So honestly, it's a plant you can find and stuff. So honestly, I don't think it's a problem why it should be illegal and stuff. But to me, I haven't never smoked it yet, but I probably will later on in the future, probably 1 or 2 times, you know, just to see how it is. But other than that, if it's not for me, I'm probably not gonna do it. But honestly, I think it shouldn't be illegal.
Well, you should definitely make sure you subscribe to my podcast, man. I got one definitely coming up about weed versus alcohol. You know what I'm saying? I don't judge nobody. I don't give a fuck what nobody do, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like if you drink alcohol, you should smoke a blunt one day. See how it is. You might like it, man. I think that's all I got for you, man. Before I get you up out of here, man, like I said, this 290 Mo podcast. I just reach out to artists, content creators, anybody that's really working on their craft, man. And like I said, I seen you working. Much success to you. Just keep grinding, you know what I'm saying? Stay away from that N-word. Be yourself, and you're gonna be somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I seen you, you know what I'm saying? I noticed you just from on the Facebook group, so I know I'm not the only one. So man, just keep pushing, man, and you're gonna get to where you want to be, man.
Thank you.
All right, man. Thanks for coming on the show, man.
You too. You have a nice night.
All right, you too, man.